Frustrating miscasting of Sydney Sweeney.
Do you know the specific niche level of cringe that you have to occupy to get Nathan Fielder to parody you within 24 hours? That's what we're dealing with here. That's impressive.
Let me see. Talk to me.
So I've talked about Sydney Sweeney on this channel before. If you're new here, I have quite the bone to pick with season 2 of Euphoria and its creator, because I think he is bad at making television. And a lot of my criticisms of that season were directed at the choices made for the character that Sydney plays.
Wait, what was wrong with her character?
If you're unfamiliar, Sydney Sweeney plays a character named Cassie on that show. And Cassie was more of a side character in season 1, and then basically becomes the protagonist in season 2.
Protagonist?
Because all of the drama in the plot hinges on her actions. The material that Sydney was given in this season was questionable, because a lot of it
Oh, old girl's her sister. I forgot about that, right? Lexi or whatever, the girl who made the play in Euphoria,
relied on either weird sex fantasy stuff, which seems to be an ongoing trend from this horny troglodyte.
Oh yeah, just like that, baby.
Yeah. The Euphoria dude made this? The show with The Weeknd? Hey. You can't win them all, bruh.
Wish you could see what I'm looking at right now.
Or to put it simply, Cassie was constantly on the verge of a mental breakdown and or humiliating herself. And
but I think that was like, I don't know.
Sydney played the shit out of those moments. They honestly became the most memorable parts of Euphoria.
I was about to say, bro, because like the Sydney stuff built up with like Maddie, like the build up between the Maddie and, oh my god, Maddie and Cassie's like one-on-one, bro. Bruh, that build up was crazy. And Euphoria does such a great job of like building up certain not certain characters, but like separate characters and like their own identities and highlighting their own struggles, to the point where like scenes like this, where all the characters are in the bathroom, like they feel like a crossover episode because of how completely different like each character like in their story arcs are, bruh. In like where they are in their story. So then you're like, oh my gosh, they're all in the bathroom. Like, this person doesn't have any idea what Rue was going through, and like Maddie doesn't even know that Cassie was doing. Like, bro, oh my gosh, dude, I love Euphoria, bro. Yeah, we could probably do without a lot of the, you know what I'm saying, like a lot of the super hypersexualized themes, but like other than that, I mean, like as far as a character storytelling standpoint, I feel like this show does a good job.
Season 2,
especially building up the whole show, like the whole season, the second season for that play, dude. Underrated, bro.
You better be joking. Are you okay, Kat?
No, yes, fuck it, I am in love with Nate Jacobs and he is in love with me, and you know you fucking give me that look, Maddie, because I didn't fuck your boyfriend.
Oh,
When you two were broken up for 3 weeks and 3 days before we even had sex, so I
Rue's like, I gotta get out of this bathroom.
didn't betray you. Plus, you guys are terrible for each other, and you know I'm right, and you guys can all judge me if you want, but I do not care. I have never, ever been happier.
So basically, Sydney did not actually get good material to work with, but regardless, the season left people relatively pleased with her performance, because she was clearly very good at playing an over-the-top emotional character, sort of like a psychological thriller protagonist vibe, even though that's not what Euphoria is at all.
Yeah, that's
a lot of people saw her acting in...
I was about to say, is there even a protagonist in Euphoria? I feel like everybody's all just messed up, bruh.
In this scene...
Open the door.
Put your clothes on.
Open the door. You're my best friend.
And they were like, holy shit, she has such final girl energy. They should put her in a horror movie. And I agree. Not only is she, you know, beautiful, she has a very distinct look, but looking at these performances, yeah, I think she definitely has the range to do a project that's intense and
I understand that. Yeah.
Maybe
we're
like
on the same.
We
understand.
Or even an AHS season. People came away from season 2 of Euphoria with a lot of thoughts, but ultimately, it was clear that Sydney Sweeney was a rising star. She became an it girl in pop culture, and surely hopefully we were going to be seeing a lot more of her very soon. The issue that would soon reveal itself here is that while Sydney Sweeney keeps getting booked, most of the time she seems like she is horribly miscast, and it's causing people to turn on her.
I've only seen her in like 2 other movies. I seen her in the movie that's out right now, the Anyone But You, and then I seen her. I think that might have been it, right? Like, what movies is she in? I'm sure you're gonna go over it, but like, I just wanna. Yeah, Sydney Sweeney movies and shows. Oh yeah, Madam Web. Yeah. I don't know how this is. See, this, I don't know. This just seems like a flop anyway. I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch it because a lot of people are like against it, so that means I'm probably gonna like it. But I didn't know she was in this. Everything Sucks. Reality. I love it. Oh, I did hear she was in Handmaid's Tale. I didn't watch all of Handmaid's Tale, but there was some spots in this show that I was recommended to see if I wasn't going to watch the whole thing. So then I watched that stuff. And Handmaid's Tale is wild. I would like to see like a documentary or something or not even documentary, like a review or something on YouTube explaining the entire show, because then I would watch that, dude. That show is insane.
Not necessarily in a how the internet fell out of love sense, although I do remember she had some kind of controversy where she went to like a Trump-themed barbecue or something.
Oh, yeah, I
But
remember
people keep seeing
that.
glimpses of her in promotional material for some of these new projects she's in, and folks, it is not looking good.
Check out the new trailer for my new movie.
My movie.
That's actually my movie.
New Mandela Effect, where it's just I swear Sydney Sweeney was talented.
We'll see this movie does when it comes out.
Okay. Check out the new trailer for our new movie, Anyone But You, now. Better?
Just play the trailer.
Enjoy.
But before we get there, I did want to mention 2 performances of Sydney's that have come out post-Euphoria that I don't believe are quite as egregious. The first is that she played an ensemble character in Season 1 of The White Lotus, and this is a separate rant for another time. I have now seen both seasons of The White Lotus, and unfortunately, I can't really get into it. I don't know if there's something wrong with my brain. I really wanted
watching 2 seasons of a show and then deciding you can't get into it is hey, that's a level of dedication that I wish I could have, bro. What? Man, I watched 2 seasons of a show, 2 full seasons, bro. I'm in it for the long haul, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Because Riverdale started to get a little crazy after, what was it, like season 3? Whatever season they started doing, the rituals and like they playing the game and all their parents just knew about it somehow. Like that season, I was like, all right, bro, this is kind of weird, bro. And then, I just stuck it through all the way, but, bro, it just, I don't know.
To like it because everyone else seems to really like it, but I just wasn't fucking with it, guys. Maybe it's because I binged it, and I think everyone else had, a week-to-week experience when watching it, so maybe it's better that way.
Oh, okay. It's one of
but
those
anyway,
shows.
Sydney plays a character who's sort of like a juvenile, vapid girl on vacation with her family, but she does it in an interesting way. A lot of the dialogue she delivers is funny, but like many of the performances in The White Lotus, it's a very muted delivery. Like, she's not doing any of the screaming, crying stuff from Euphoria, but she does what is asked of her, and I think it was a good role for her to take on. The other one I want to talk about is that she played Reality Winner in an HBO film earlier this year. This didn't get too much buzz because it did go straight to streaming, but if you're unfamiliar, Reality Winner was arrested in 2017 for leaking classified information about Russian interference in the US 2016 presidential election. The movie recounts her interrogation with the FBI, and Sydney Sweeney does a pretty good job. She said in interviews that this is the first time she ever played a real person. She took the performance rather seriously. She spoke with Reality, who had a lot of confidence in her, and while this isn't a psychological thriller or anything, it's essentially a biopic, I think the character demanded a lot of the skills that she is known for as an actor, being able to communicate a lot of emotion with just her face, having layers to her performance because the whole thing sort of takes place with these 2 men who are accusing her her of a very serious crime. Unfortunately, I think this performance did get memed a little bit, because if you remember, this photo of Sydney Sweeney was sort of taken out of context, and if you don't know the story of Reality Winner who served in the US military, it's just like a very funny image. All of this to say that from what we've seen so far, Sydney Sweeney does have a lot of skills that many actors want to embody. She's able to play with her emotions really well and embody them in that crazy girl character, like with Cassie in Euphoria, or, you know, pulling it back and giving a more serious, layered performance in something like Reality. But as we've seen more promotional stuff for some of the projects that she's in that are coming out soon, for example, Anyone But You, a romantic comedy, it's pretty clear that Sydney Sweeney is not a great comedic actor. So the official trailer for Anyone But You dropped
I never looked at Sydney and thought funny.
It's clarified some things, but up until this point, a lot of people have had questions and general confusion about the plot of this movie. Because all that was really known about it was that these two hot blonde people who seemingly don't like each other pretend to date each other, and the assumption is that they actually probably fall in love at the end.
Yeah, I mean, it's a typical rom-com.
Actual movie.
But let's be honest though, most rom-coms aren't funny, bruh. Let's be honest.
Movie trailer does address,
and this is coming from me, and rom-com is my favorite genre of all movies. I love rom-coms, bruh. I think when they're done right, they can be some of the best movies possible, right? Unfortunately, they're just not done right a lot. Or they're done the same way. Like, this is literally cookie cutter the exact same rom-com that I've seen before. It looks like they add like one or two different things, but from you strip it down all the way to its skeleton, the movie's the exact same. And I think you have to reconstruct the skeleton in order to get a different type of movie. But that's a thing for a whole nother time.
The whole inciting
you have
incident
a CinemaCon?
A little bit, I guess.
How I go to that? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. What is CinemaCon? In Vegas. Oh. Like what do they do? Can regular people go there? Open individuals in the movie industry? Large gathering of cinema owners worldwide. What happens there? Each day, Monday through Thursday, the biggest in screen entire films. Whoa. How much does it cost to go to number industry affiliates? Dang, race tickets is kind of crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Comfortable shirt, dress code is business casual and business formal for the final night. Interesting. National Association of Theater Owners. Huh. And this isn't like... Is it like live streamed or something? Like, I'm just trying to like... That's interesting. I didn't even know that was a thing, bro. We were just talking about this yesterday whenever we were playing COD. Like, all the cons, bro. There's like cons for everything, bro. Like, literally anything you can think of, there's a con, bro.
But in like a...
You got like Furry Con. There's so many gaming conventions. You got Comic Con, plenty of Comic Cons too, because there's like even like smaller tiered ones. You got CinemaCon now. You got all type, bro. You got conventions for shoes. You got conventions for any sort of niche you could think of, bro. They got a convention for that, bro. And there will be a lot of people there that you never even would know existed, right?
Fan fiction way, and not an AO3 fan fiction way, in like a Wattpad One Direction saw me at a concert and adopted me way. And I guess what's been so off-putting about it is that this has been a dead genre for quite a while now.
Whoa.
I'd say that like 10 to 15 years ago, there'd be bi-monthly romantic comedies with two attractive actors who play characters who hate each other, and then, ooh, oh my god, they like each other, and that was an entire genre of movie for a long time.
Okay, it still is. Hold on, because rom-coms, I'm not gonna lie, they have been stale for a while. But we've seen some bangers, though. Hold on, though. Hold on. We've seen some bangers. Shit. 2023. I think I saw one last year that was pretty good. Was it this one? No. Oh wait. Bree and Dave. Somebody that I used to know. What? Okay, it is this one, bro. This was good, bro. This one was good. I saw this one last year. Somebody I used to know. It was like, literally, like the title says, almost two people. She used to date him, but then she moved on to become like a actress or whatever, or like a director. And then like, I forgot what he went on to do. But then she came back to town and found out he was getting married. But then like they started like talking again and stuff. It was a whole thing. But yeah, it's good, bro. It's good. It's a really good one. But the best rom-com, I'm not gonna lie, at least like top 3, because I can't think of like 50 First Dates is fire too, bro. But The Notebook is like staple, probably greatest rom-com of all time. But what's it called? I can't think of the name of it. Oh, Someone Great, bro. Top 5, maybe even top 3, bro. This rom-com fucks, bro. This is so good, bro. Dumped by her long-term boyfriend, a music journalist, recruits her 2 best friends for one last outrageous adventure in New York City before she moves to San Francisco. At the beginning of the movie, she gets dumped. So then she goes through the whole movie just trying to forget, like, the dump and everything, but then she keeps on having flashbacks of her boyfriend and all that. And, like, they end up, like, seeing each other again in the, like, while both of them are out trying to get over the breakup. And then, oh my, it's so good, bro. It's so good. It's a nice twist on the genre, bro. I don't know who made that, but I hope they make another rom-com, bro. That was so good. That was cinema, bro.
Not to say that there aren't good ones out there, but this movie seems to be the most derivative kind of version of those tropes.
Oh, okay. My bad, Kayla. My bad. I thought you were just pooping on the genre like that. My fault. I had to come to rom-com's defense, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I had to, bro. I'm a rom-com shooter. But look. No, facts. This is very cookie cutter. Like, this is the exact same genre of rom-com that we've been seeing for a while now.
Full trailer.
There's some hidden gems out there, though. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Because of copyright, and also because Sydney and Glenn Powell are constantly naked in it. And I'm not trying to get hit with an ad suitability flag, especially if you know what happened to me on this channel yesterday. Go to my community tab to find out if you missed it. But if you watch this trailer, you can tell that Sydney seems super stiff and uncomfortable, and Glenn isn't much better, but he's at least embodying
super
like that
stiff?
smarmy hot guy Ryan Reynolds type of vibe. But she just seems so out of her element. And a lot of the conversation I've seen surrounding it has been like, wait, I swore Sydney Sweeney was good at acting. What the hell happened? And I still think that's the case. I think she's a good actor. I just think maybe she doesn't fit into the universal it girl label that her appearance warrants her. Because let's be honest, if you're a casting director, that is a big part of it. I think
I'm about to say, she looks like she should be in this type of role based on the eye test. If you think, hey, we need a character for this movie, anyone but you, we're looking for an attractive blonde. Boom, you're gonna think Sydney Sweeney. But she's not that type of actress, bro. She's this type of actress, like the crazy ex-girlfriend type of actress. Like, she got that type of bag. That's her bag, bro. This ain't her bag. Like, she's this, bro. So
she does have talent, but she has to get better at picking movies if she does have that kind of agency, for example. I could see her having a similar trajectory to Emma Stone, who has done plenty of commercial stuff, sure, but has also done some weird shit. And that ability to take swings, I think, has made her a better
I guess we're gonna figure out, like, in the Madam Web movie, if Sydney Sweeney is, like, where her range really is at. You know what I'm saying? Because if she can do the Madam Web movie pretty well, then, yeah. She's more on a different side than most of the other, like, Hollywood Barbie type it girls, you know what I mean?
Actor over the course of her career. Or somebody like Mia Goth, who has a distinct look and really picks movies that play to her skill set in horror and psychological thrillers. It's weird because you look at Sydney and expect her to be this all-American actress, someone who is good at everything and can get thrown into projects just because people like her, but I think her particular brand demands more than that. Sydney has unfortunately had a 1-2 punch this week because in addition to the trailer for Anyone But You, the trailer for Madam Web dropped. And this is kind of a different situation because that movie looks bad in a different...
I was about to say, it doesn't look good, right? But I'm not familiar with the Madam Web character whatsoever. So I'm not gonna count it out until I see it. All right. Now, if I kind of knew already about the character and stuff, and I knew it wasn't gonna be represented in the right way, and I kind of like saw through, like, okay, this is some like, you know what I mean, like, then I would be a little bit more upset. But I'm willing to give the movie a chance, bruh. It ain't even because Sydney in it, bruh. I'm just willing to give it a chance, bruh. I don't know. I just feel like, I also feel like I kind of like things more when other people hate them. So, like, I don't know, bruh. I'm going to be seated for this, bruh.
Way, but it's not necessarily doing her any favors. So up until the trailer dropped, I thought Sydney was the star of this movie, but that is actually Dakota Johnson of all people, who is sort of taking the brunt for the reaction to this trailer. If you've seen that meme from the promo, you know, he was in the Amazon with my mom when she
somehow she was researching spiders before
she was researching spiders right before she died. I can't even say it without laughing. It's so fucking stupid. But yeah, that is just a very unfortunate line read from Dakota there, and that seems to be setting the tone for what this entire film is going to be. But Sydney, I guess, is playing one of these other Spider Girls, and she's in the trailer a little bit. She seems to be dressed as this nerdy, awkward young woman, and you can just tell that it's the wardrobe department trying their hardest to make her look different. But it's the same issue. Her line delivery is very stiff and stilted, and this isn't necessarily a comedy, but because it's a superhero film, especially because it's a Sony superhero film, which means that they just try to rip off what Marvel does, you can expect a lot of quippy jokes throughout it, and she doesn't read superhero at all to me. Again, willing to be proven wrong here, not that I'm necessarily all in on going to see Madam Web next year, because all of the Sony movies have been hot garbage. But yeah, I guess I just kind of feel
chill
bad
on Morbius, bruh. Chill on Morbius, gang.
Because I
chill.
ultimately don't know what level of power she has in terms of being able to choose what roles she takes and what kind of movie she stars in. But if she has an agent that has more agency in that way, then she should probably fire them, because I do think she's talented, and I do understand why
she got the bag, for sure.
She was sort of presented as the next it girl in Hollywood who could be in anything. I mean, look at her. It makes perfect sense.
No, facts.
She definitely has potential. I feel like it's just a case of her getting miscast in these sort of big-budget, accessible things when that's not what she's great at. I feel like she should almost have the career trajectory that Jacob Elordi is having now, you know, being cast in like these Sofia Coppola art biopics. And speaking of Euphoria, which is somehow coming back in 2025, I don't know if I
Whoa. What do you mean somehow?
Believe that entirely. I think it will be interesting to see the cast of that show come back together and film what I believe is this final season, having had all of these experiences doing other projects. Maybe they'll...
Whoa. Final season? Bruh. Dang, bro. It's crazy because, like, I've seen these guys, like, all doing other stuff now, and it's like, dang, bro. It's wild, bro. Seeing them from season 1, like, all the way to season... Bro, that's crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That's crazy,
Maybe they'll all, like, unionize against Sam Levinson and band together and tell them that they're not gonna act until he changes his trash script ideas. One could hope. But yeah, that's all for me today, you guys. Remember to follow me on Twitter and subscribe to my Patreon if you're looking for bonus weekly content from me. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.
You thought I was auditioning for Oklahoma. I haven't read it. Are you?
It was a good video, though, Kayla. What other type of video should we be making? Okay, so it's like movie type vibe. How the internet fell out of love with Selena Gomez. See, the internet might have fell out of love with Selena Gomez. Selena still, you know, I wrote a book and then it got weird. She wrote a book? Oh, is it really her book? GG's. But nah, it was a good video though, bro. Video essays about pop culture. Oh, it's just pop culture in general. No, seriously. Type shit.